Welcome to a Specialty Hybrids plot report by Greenlight agronomist Ryan Becker. The goal of this video is to review environmental conditions experienced by the crop throughout the season, as well as to dive deep into the specific characteristics of each product spanning the 97 to 116 day maturity. For this video, the plot in question is located just south of Rochester, Indiana, within Fulton County. This trial was put in the ground on April 24th at a seeding rate of around 33,500. The previous crop was soybeans. Individual hybrid videos were shot on the Riddle Fine Sandy Loam part of the field, which had some of the best health and biggest ears, while the ear size pictures that appear within each section were from further south in the field on some Crozier loam, where the plant health happened to look pretty decent, but ear size tended to be smaller. The rougher looking areas in the field were either due to tar spot accelerating plant aging or from excess water as seen in the stunted area in the south part of the plot. In regards to weather conditions, temperature ranges on average were warmer right after planting and up into June. However, June was one of the cooler months and slowed crop development down. Heat did return in July and trended right around average through mid-August. However, another cool period set in for the back half of August and into September, before late heat returned to push the crop towards the finish line. For accumulated rainfall, there were consistent shots of rain from planting all the way up until July 20th. The area then experienced a prolonged dry period that, combined with heat, caused tip back on a number of products as you'll see in the video. A significant shot of rain didn't occur until mid-August, and it's been nothing but small incremental amounts ever since that's trended this back half of the crop year to be much drier. This product is a medium height with average ear placement. It has excellent stay green, but it's too early to really notice. It has excellent northern scores, but it's just okay on gray leaf that we might need to consider a fungicide. It is a girthy 18 around ear with a very compact, excellent kernel depth that can show some true top end with the modest stature. This is a tall plant with a higher ear placement. Expect the stay green to be just average. It does have excellent northern but average gray leaf spot. It is a field disease product. Ear size is 16 to 18 around with excellent kernel depth. It is more elongated than the 46D 749. We expect some top end yield punch with great late season standability on this product. This elite yielding product is tall with a very high ear placement. Its stay green scores are average, but it tend to look better just because it is a wet 112 RM product. It's okay on foliar diseases, but does respond extremely well to fungicide applications. It's a girthy 16 to 18 rows around with excellent kernel depth. It always seems to fill to the tip, and so it can go about anywhere, but we typically try to keep it on our highest yielding ground. A drier 112 product with medium height and normal ear placement. Stay green is average, but this product does have some excellent standability. It's well rated on foliar diseases, but we still see a nice bump when a fungicide is applied. The ear has a distinct grain color, is 16 around with solid grain depth. It is a consistent performer that can handle stress much better than some other products in this maturity range. This medium tall plant has normal ear placement. It doesn't have the best stay green and will sacrifice the rest of the plant to the ear. It's not great on diseases either, so we highly recommend, if not require, a fungicide to be used to maintain plant health. It has a similar ear to the 42A 843. It's 18 around with great kernel depth. In order to get the most out of this product, we advise we keep on the best ground with excellent fertility to go after that yield. This product has a similar height to the 40D 148, as well as has similar below average stay green score. It does have much better northern and gray leaf spot, and it also will respond well to a fungicide application. It's a more elongated ear, 16 to 18 rows around, solid kernel depth. It is more prone to tip back with kernels per row counts in the high 30s, so we want to avoid drought-prone soils and place similarly to the 40D 148. A medium-statured plant with normal ear placement, it has above average stay green with excellent foliar scores that make it a Florida-Field class product. Its ear size is usually 16 around with solid grain depth. There is more ear flex and length on this product compared to the 38A836. It handles variability extremely well, but you'll need to push populations on the better ground in order to go after more yield. Plant height is similar to the 38A388, but it does have one of the best stay green scores in the 105 to 110 maturity range. It has excellent northern scores and above average gray leaf spot. Product has excellent flex, but it is a little bit artificial due to the stand reduction of around 5,000 plants due to poor plot seed. We don't expect to need to push the populations to get the most yield out of this product, but we believe we can plant it early and it will be able to handle corn-on-corn rotations. Plant height is medium with a lower ear placement. It matures early, losing its color similar to a 100-day product. It's average on northern and gray leaf spot. However, in this area of the field, there was heavier tar spot pressure that I don't believe is product specific, but more environmental. It is typically 14 to 16 rows around with a very elongated look. Grain depth is average at best. It is excellent in terms of planting early due to its excellent emergence, and it can handle corn on corn. This product is a modest stature with normal ear placement. Its stay green is average and the canopy will deteriorate late season. It's average against northern and gray leaf spot that may require a fungicide to help control those diseases. Ear size is a girthy 16 rows around with some solid kernel depth. It's more of a compact ear that did have some noticeable tip back in the plot. It's a go anywhere, but we should harvest it early. Plant height is medium tall with normal to lower ear placement. Stay green is one of the best in the 100 to 105 maturity range. This area also had worse tar spot than the rest of the field, which is showing up in the pictures. Its average foliar scores that would recommend a fungicide when pulling this far south out of the relative maturity zone. It is an elongated 16 to 18 kernel rows around, solid grain depth. It has excellent drought tolerance and can handle variability very well. This medium height product with normal ear placement has above average stay green similar to the 32A886. Did notice the leaves rolling early under drought stress in August. It has an excellent gray leaf spot score with average northern. It's an elongated 14 to 16 rows around, has a compact kernel depth. Did notice similar tip back to everything else in this maturity. It is a tough acre fit, can handle wet feed as well as drought prone soils. This taller plant with normal ear placement has some solid stay green, but this far south it will lose its color faster. It's excellent on northern but just average on GLS. Need to watch movement south that might require a fungicide. 18 around with solid kernel depth. Lots of kernels, just not as deep as the later maturing products.